Hi there, it's Mike with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. Today we're talking about tornado claims. Boy, Florida has quite a bit of tornadoes, and a lot of people don't realize this. Mostly up north. The hotspot for tornadoes actually is the I-4 corridor, all around Tampa Bay. Other places have tornadoes within Florida too, but that seems to be a hotbed. This video, we're going to cover some statistics, we're going to cover some of the winds, and we're also going to cover 10 things you should do after a tornado, and then some of the damage that we mostly see with tornadoes. So if you have a tornado damage claim, this will be a great video to help you understand things a little bit more from not only insurance company's perspective, but just from the overall claim handling experience when it comes to tornado claims. Let's get right into it. Let's start off with some Florida tornado statistics. I'm going to put up this document, and the first thing you'll see is that there is an average of 49 tornadoes a year in Florida. Right underneath that, and if you look at, that's at the bottom of the page, Florida tornado statistics. The one that really takes me by surprise is the second stat. There are 9 tornadoes on the average per 10,000 square miles. That is number 1 in the USA. Number 2 is Oklahoma, and I think Oklahoma is, I think 7 or 8 point something. I forget exactly what it is. So for every 10,000 square miles, there's 9 hurricanes in Florida, which is number 1 in the USA. Here's a little fact that a lot of people don't know about. The Gulf of Mexico is actually a natural barrier, which is why, for the most part, the majority of tornadoes are not F4 or F5, and they tend to be a lot lower, thankfully. Because as we've seen or know, F4 or 5 that hits Oklahoma or some of those areas, and that Texas and Nebraska, that is complete flattening, demolish, and those are the deadly tornadoes that get winds over 300 miles per hour. So a little bit more as far as the winds and statistics of a tornado. Florida mostly sees the F0, F1, F2, and F3. So let me put up this document. So as you can see, F0 really is light damage. The winds a little bit over 70 miles per hour is max. F1, sometimes you get the roof surfaces peeled off. Those winds go from 73 to 112 mile per hour. And then the F2, sometimes you see the roofs torn off of the buildings. The F2 is what we see for hurricanes that are 3, 4, and 5 rated. So an F2 goes from 113 to 157 miles per hour. The F3, that's pretty severe winds. 158 to over 200 miles an hour, about 206. This is where you see roofs and walls torn from buildings. The F4 and F5s. F4, 207 miles per hour to 260. The damage is devastating. Here you find buildings that are leveled, structures blown away into a far off distance, could be a few blocks to half a mile to a mile down the road. And the F5 is a Moab, or Moth as we call them, the mother of all tornadoes. You're talking winds in excess of 300 miles per hour. Basically, homes are just leveled and swept away. You don't find anything standing up with an F5. So thankfully they are rare. Now let me put this other document up. 10 things to do after a tornado. So number one, first and foremost, provide safety for your family. Make sure everything's safe. Make sure they're safe before anything. Number two, notify the insurance company. Number three, this is a big point. If need be, and you need to, ask the insurance company for an advance of money. Normally there's a $5,000 to $10,000 advance depending on the insurance company that they will give you. Number four, obviously you want to find your insurance policy. If it's a devastating hurricane, you have to call them for the claim after a few days anyhow. Maybe have them email, because obviously mail may not get there. Number five, loss of use. Again, if it's a pretty bad tornado and you have a lot of damage, your place is unlivable, loss of use is where it comes in, that they will put you in a hotel or give you money for a hotel apartment to rent until your home or your property is built up and repaired. Number six, document all the damages if it's safe to enter the house. Number seven, you're going to have to inventory all your personal property that's been damaged or destroyed. Number eight, I think something that's very beneficial is really doing a video of your experience and a video of the damages, a video of everything that you're going through since the tornado happened, and pictures and notes. Number nine, receipts, photographs, things of that nature that the insurance company will ask for. And number 10, most importantly, it's a very stressful time, not only for the property damage, but for your family. Everything encompasses with a tornado is probably next to fire, the worst of the worst, if it's a devastating tornado. So I always believe that it's best to have somebody to represent you, whether it's a public adjuster or an attorney. As I talked about in my other videos, when it comes to a public adjuster, the fees are only 10 to 20%. Attorney fees, they have varying contracts. Most are 40%. Some may do 50, some may do 33 1/3, or some may do a hybrid. So either way, the attorney's fees are much, much higher than what public adjuster fees are. And not just any public adjuster if you're looking to hire one, but a good public adjuster that has handled tornado claims. I've handled probably 20 to 30 of them. And these are some bad ones I had to travel to. So they're not fun to deal with. In Florida, we mostly see, as I mentioned, the F0, 1, and 2s. Every once in a while, an F3. So what do I mostly see? I see sections of a house maybe torn up. I see roofs bent back. I see a lot of businesses that have the metal roofs bent back. A lot of water damage, things of that nature. So mold usually ends up happening, but that's primarily it. If there is an opening to the home, then that creates a lot more damage inside. So the one thing that we normally do, obviously there really isn't a fight from the insurance company, except for usually the dollar amounts of personal property that's been damaged, and then they will have an argument towards what coverages you have and how much they have to pay, and then they'll try to depreciate things. If your house is just been damaged, they're going to miss a lot of things in the estimate. So you will not get the full value of your claim if you try to handle your claim yourself. There's going to be a lot of things they don't find. There's going to be a lot of things they fail, either purposely, intentionally, or by accident, that they don't see that's been damaged in your home or your property. And then there's things that could be damaged in the future that they don't take in consideration, which we do, which I do. So all that is part of the reasons why it's always better, in my opinion, start from scratch with a public adjuster, somebody who's handled these type of claims before, because there's much more that's there than meets the eye or that the eye can see. And the insurance company's point of view is always, if we can't see it, we're not going to pay for it. It's a totally wrong demeanor to have when it comes to somebody who's had a tremendous amount of property damage from such a catastrophic event. But don't worry, there's ways that I know I can handle the insurance company and make for sure that you're treated fairly. So if you've been involved with a tornado and you have damaged your property, feel free to give me a call, Mike at the Claim Squad Public Adjusters, and we can definitely help. If you have any questions regarding your policy, feel free, give me a call. There's no fees, it's a free consultation. And we can talk about things. So even if you started your claim and then you're finding out that the insurance company is maybe not giving you the amount that you thought you should get, or if you just don't have that good feeling in your stomach that the insurance company may not be treating you fairly, we can definitely help. So give us a call. Hopefully this video helped with regards to tornado damage and your property, and looking forward hopefully to hearing from you. If you do need any help whatsoever, I will try my best to help. Thank you for watching this video.